The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural, and it is the way of the Sith to use and alter the will of the Force for their own selfish desires and ambitions. And for many Sith, they would go about this process in many dark and twisted ways, the most notable of them being Sith Alchemy. But what was Sith Alchemy and why was it so powerful? Sith Alchemy was a dark and arcane art within Star Wars legends and parts of canon. However, in both versions, the Sith sorcerer or user of it would use it to manipulate the Force to alter and enhance the properties of living and non-living matter, whether that be from swords to the beast known as the Trentatek. The origins of Sith alchemy can be traced back to the ancient Sith species of Korriban, who would be the first known people to delve into the mysterious energies of the dark side to transform their environment and themselves. By harnessing the dark side of the Force, Sith alchemists would be able to bend reality to their will, creating powerful artifacts, imbuing weapons and armor with dark side energy, and even altering the very essence of life itself. The practice is meticulously detailed in the Book of Sith, which provides a comprehensive guide to these meticulous techniques and their applications. As stated, a Sith sword is enhanced by submerging it through a trough of blood spilled in anger, grinding its edges with sulfurite and rhyolite, ensuring that it will never dull. One of the more significant aspects of Sith alchemy was its ability to create Sith spawn, terrifying beasts bred for war and dominance. These abominations were the results of complex rituals and genetic manipulation, where the Sith alchemists would combine the traits of various species to produce new and more formidable life forms. Examples include the monstrous Tukata, guard beast of the Sith tombs, and the hulking Massassi warriors. Sith alchemists such as Naga Sadow were adept at creating these creatures, using them to bolster their armies and instilling fear in their enemies. The Book of Sith describes this painstaking process of creating Sith spawn, involving both scientific experimentations and dark side sorcery, as it was said that none of these creatures arise from nature. They are bred for their extreme forms. Breeding has its limits. However, it takes generations, whereas alchemy is immediate and forever. In addition to creating Sith spawn, Sith alchemists also focused on enhancing their own physical abilities and those of their followers. Through rituals and potions, they could enhance their speed, strength, and resilience, making Sith Wars more formidable opponents in combat. And including the use of dark side infused elixirs and talismans, these enhancements would come at a cost though, often warping the bodies and minds of the recipients, binding them further to the dark side of the Force. Notable figures such as Darth Plagueis the Wise and Darth Sidious study these techniques to extend their own lives and enhance their powers, as when Palpatine put this practice into use, he was able to live well past 140 years of age, demonstrating the lengths of which the Sith would go to prolong their life in their quest for dominance. Sith alchemy was also employed in the creation of powerful artifacts and weapons. Sith swords, for example, were forged using alchemy techniques to make them nearly indestructible and capable of channeling the dark side. These weapons were often adorned with Sith runes and symbols, further enhancing their connections to the dark side. Likewise, armor could also be enhanced via Sith alchemy, providing unparalleled protection against physical and force-based attacks. These artifacts were not only practical tools of war, but also symbols of the Sith's power and authority, and when put to the extreme, could also potentially allow an object made of pure Sith alchemy to exist forever. The manipulation of non-living matter extended to the environment itself. Sith alchemists, if they wished, could alter the landscape, turning fertile lands into a barren wasteland, or if they wished to do the opposite, could create an impenetrable fortress using just the landscapes. These changes were often achieved through a combination of dark-side rituals and alchemic processes, permanently altering the affected areas. The Book of Sith provides accounts of such transformation, illustrating the destructive potential of Sith alchemy when wielded without restraint. These environmental alterations served both as a physical and psychological purposes, demonstrating the Sith's absolute control over their surroundings and their willingness to reshape the galaxy according to their dark visions. In essence, Sith alchemy represents the ultimate expression of the Sith's desire for control and power. By manipulating it in its fundamental aspects of reality, Sith alchemists could achieve feats that seemed impossible, bending life and matter to their will. And as I've mentioned several times throughout this video, the Book of Sith stands as a testament to this dark arts, preserving their knowledge and techniques of generations of Sith sorcerers. Through sinister discipline, the Sith left a permanent mark on the galaxy, one that echoes through the ages, in the form of twisted creatures, powerful artifacts, and corrupted worlds. And while the Night Sisters don't technically use the same version of alchemy that the Sith would use, I feel like it's important to mention them, as they also achieved great feats with their magic, such as the creation, or more accurately, the enhancement of Savage Opress, and the voodoo doll of Dooku that nearly killed him. It's safe to say that Sith alchemy is on a whole different level compared to other Force abilities, as it not only could be used against enemies, but also could be used to help the user as well. But it should also be stated that the entire use of alchemy was heavily forbidden by the Jedi Order. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and for more videos about the Sith, make sure to click on screen now. And with that, my fellow Star Wars nerds, may the Force be with you.